Welcome to Wednesday's show. In the short term, a cold front coming, primarily overnight. Showers and thunderstorms are possible, likely for many, and it will be one and done for now. Out of here early tomorrow, mostly sunny and 87 on your Thursday. Not quite as toasty as it was today, but we will get there. The 90s for at least 3 days in a row still are on tap in your 7-day. We will have a couple of updates tonight on a couple of stories, coverage of last night's McGoffin County Fiscal Court meeting, and a few other things to discuss. But before we get to those local headlines, easy come, not so easy go. I guess that's a decent segue. It happens. Scheduling conflicts happened, and that was the demise of Noah Thompson's performance at the Apple Festival in Johnson County, which has now been canceled just a few days after it was announced. Sadly, his managers actually had him booked at another event, and he will not be able to make the appearance for Apple Day this year on the 30th of September. I'm not quite sure what they're going to do to make arrangements for other entertainers, but we'll let you know when that is to be announced. It was confirmed today, it was just a couple of weeks ago, it was just a few weeks ago more precisely, that new variant of Omicron, BA.5, was about 65% of all the cases. Well, now BA.5 is 80% of all new cases, at least 80% of COVID across the United States. So other numbers to pass along. In just the past week alone, almost 30 states have reported more cases, an increase in cases from the week prior. And hospitals in at least 35 states are reporting and confirming more COVID-19 patients, and hospitals in half of the country have more COVID patients in intensive care units. BA.5 was just first detected back in April. Banking from home or on the go has never been easier and will forever be an important and necessary part of life. And Salyersville National has been and will always be at the forefront of meeting and exceeding your financial needs and giving you the safest and most worry-free online and mobile banking so you can worry about the important things, like what's for dinner. They're there when you need them at the main and branch locations of the Salyersville National Bank.
I'm Kelly Collins.
And I'm Taylor Shepard.
And we are with the Golden Law Office. We both began our legal careers in Lexington, representing the nation's largest insurance companies. This experience provided us with inside knowledge as to how the insurance company will defend your case.
We are now taking that knowledge and returning to our hometown in Eastern Kentucky.
As a partner at Golden Law Office, we are returning home to continue to help those hurt through no fault of their own. If you or a family member have been injured in an auto or truck accident, call Golden Law Office today.
Now let's have an update on a couple of events that took place over the course of the weekend, one of which at least stands as a prime example as to why I have been, I feel as though, pleading and maybe even begging just a little bit over the course of the past few months to try to find someone who would, like to sit in and do a show from time to time, sit behind the desk in my absence, and also maybe at the same time or just in that capacity film some stories that would have happened, that did happen over the course of the weekend that I just couldn't take in. Filming some stories of human interest and events and either editing them or just bringing back the video to me here to allow me to do so, allowing me to cover more news. There's a lot going on and my time's getting thinner and thinner, and we're working to kind of fix that to some degree, but still, help is needed on the news side. Case in point, the horse show here in McGoffin County over the course of the weekend. This past Saturday night was a phenomenal success, and one of its sponsors and organizers tonight is with me to tell me just how much of a success it was. Salyersville Masonic Lodge raised a record amount of money for any of the horse shows they've ever done. Of course, this one, originally set for Coats for Kids, went to another purpose, and that being the families of the fallen officers in Floyd County. Paul Gumby Montgomery is in studio tonight telling us just how well the event went.
I think this is the 5th show that we've done, and it's normally it's all the shows we've ever done is for Coats for Kids program, and usually range somewhere around after paying for expenses, somewhere around $2,500, somewhere in that area. take in, and which is pretty good amount. Yeah. Actually, I'll tell you, I got started. We're supposed to, like I said, do Codes for Kids, and Kirkland Wireman called me and said, he said, let's do for the football and police officers, and we'll do next month for the Codes for Kids. I said, yeah, that's fine with me, and I run it by the lodge. Everybody's cool with it, and the judges, which normally is a big expense, they donated their time and stuff to judge the horse show Saturdays, and all the ladies that done the signing up and registering the horses and stuff, and everybody donated their time, and it was pretty good experience, pretty good show. It was a really good show, actually.
I didn't get to go to the show, but I did get to go down a couple of days before and see the work they put into the venue. And I think that's helping a lot, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Everybody's very impressed with the ring. These people there from West Virginia, a bunch from down around Lexington area, Owensville down in there, and Pike County. Everybody's really impressed with the ring, how clean it was, how neat everything was. Everything was top notch. Sheriff John Hunt and City Policeman Sean Little was both there, and they both made a little speech before the show started. They're both very appreciative, which I knew one of the victims used to come here to the lodge all the time, with Petrie, and I sat with lodge with him many times, and I didn't know the other two gentlemen, but these Sheriff Hunt and Officer Little, they was very, very appreciative. They stuck around for a long time and talked to people and shaking their hands, and it's pretty cool. This was by far the biggest show we've had, and we had roughly 500 people there, and with sponsors and everything for the classes, we $4,100 after we paid for everything.
And one more update for you real quickly. I just got word from my friends Jimmy and Glenda Kinney, who helped organize, of course, the Hillbilly Christmas in July event. Well, here's how it turned out. They're very proud to say that they raised $65,000 this year, and they're adding another $10,000 in donations from Gearhart Communications to that, so $75,000 they are taking down next Tuesday to Shriners. They want to thank everyone who participated and helped make it a wonderful, wonderful year for the kids. Fiscal court coverage and some other news in just a few moments. The reassurance of getting your medications and over-the-counter needs at Salyersville's oldest and most trusted pharmacy. The convenience of curbside pickup and call-ahead service. And the fact that you can walk in, order to go, or sit down and get gourmet quality hot fudge brownies, nachos, shakes, coffees, hot dogs with homemade sauce, desserts, and more makes it more than your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy. It's a destination in downtown Salyersville, Frazier's Prater Drugstore. It doesn't get any sweeter than that. Summer's almost here and the seasonal shop is ready. The shop is filled right now with bright colors, beautiful clothes, and new jewelry for all your vacations and summer outings and fun. They've got gifts for any graduate, wedding, and special occasion that may be on your calendar this summer, and you can let them create the perfect gift basket for you. And it's grill season, and that means pool days, cookouts, and backyard parties, and they've got gorgeous home decor, outdoor serving pieces, flags, porch decor, and everything to update your home inside and out for the summer. Stop by and see them, as always, with local delivery, curbside pickup, and shipping, and they're happy to help you shop by phone as well. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. It's the Seasonal Shop in downtown Salyersville. A reminder, the Montgomery County Health Department has vaccines, boosters as well, primarily boosters, but also vaccines available next Tuesday. They had not been giving them for quite some time. There just wasn't the demand. But with cases continuing to be on the rise, there is now a demand. And as I told you, Monday and then yesterday, they gave out 40 doses of the booster on Tuesday, yesterday, and that means they have some roughly 60 more left. So starting at 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 till noon, next Tuesday, they will again be giving boosters, first-time vaccines as well. They do have those. And this is a walk-in basis. No appointment necessary, but they hope that anyone who needs one will get one. A lot of ground covered in last night's fiscal court meeting. I'll get that wrapped up for you in just a second. While I do, here's tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. I've got a couple of lost pets tonight in the missing category. 2 cats, one white, one black and white, lost from their home on Coon Creek Road. If you've seen them, call their human. 349-6230. That's 2 cats, one black and white, lost from their home on Coon Creek Road. 349-6230. I was right last night. Her email just hadn't come through. Commodities tomorrow at noon at the McGoffin County Senior Citizen Center. And they say that, please, they need help. And they ask that the clients put a box or a laundry basket or something in their car so they can put the food in. If you've got a kid home from the summer, from school, got a little time on their hands, get them off the tablet, out of the house, and down to the community center, and they can help and really, really help the Senior Citizen Center. And it's a wonderful experience. A little work involved, not going to lie, but it's a great morning and afternoon. A boil water advisory still in effect from the Salyersville Waterworks for the Falcon Post Office to mouth of Painter's Lick area. That also includes Horsepen and Borders Road. So keep that in mind. Until it's lifted, you need to boil your cooking and drinking water for at least 3 minutes. And I think, lastly, water into wine food pantries. Senior Day is tomorrow, 8 until 11. That's their new summer hours. A reminder for you, if you ever have any questions, give them a call, 349-6300. I think they may literally had hundreds of cars over there today for their regular commodity day. It's an amazing service. And that'll wrap up the calendar, with the exception of saying when you have an event or something, or otherwise a birthday or anniversary you want known, be sure and tell me, and I will be glad to tell everyone about it. Going on to obituaries tonight, a reminder that services begin tomorrow at 1 for Joel Gregory Howard, 68, of Salt Lick, who passed away on Monday, survived by his wife Pam, his mother Donna Maynard, stepmother Donna Helton of Salt Lick, brothers Mark and Lanny Howard, and Craig Maynard and Kevin Maynard. Services tomorrow at 1 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Services start Friday morning at 11 for 67-year-old Paul B. Collinsworth of Salyersville. He's survived by his wife Sandra Kay, sons Paul Collinsworth Jr. and Adam Lacey Collinsworth, brothers Lacey W.S., Fred and Lloyd Collinsworth, and sisters Catherine Phillips and Janie Chisholm, and 2 granddaughters, 5 grandsons, and 2 great-grandsons. Services Friday morning at 11 at the First Community Baptist Church. Friends can call on the church this evening and all day tomorrow for visitation. And services for a little 2-year-old, Daniel Darrell Jordan of Tudor Key, who passed away on Sunday, start Friday afternoon at 1. The son of Danny, Darrell, and Jessica Perkins Jordan. He survived by his parents, sister Addison Danielle, brothers Jeremiah Scott and Jaden O'Neill Bailey, maternal grandmother Claudette Bailey, paternal grandparents Kenneth Jordan and Jennifer Jordan, great-grandparents Barbara Porter, Coon and Joyce Cole, one aunt Kendra Lachey Jordan. Services 1 o'clock Friday at the Ivington Baptist Church. Visitation this evening and all day tomorrow as well. And arrangements being made at this hour for 85-year-old Marcus Conley of Salyersville. He passed away Tuesday at his home. Arrangements also incomplete at this hour for Cleta Stevens Russell, 70, of Salyersville, who passed away yesterday at the UK Medical Center. Those announcements to be made and announced through the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Salyersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Summer has arrived, and Appalachian Wireless has a great sale on the world's hottest smartphone. From now till the end of the month, you can get the amazing iPhone 13 for more than half off. iPhone 13 on Appalachian Wireless can be your new superpower with the most advanced dual camera system ever on iPhone. And it's available on the region's best network because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. 128 gigabyte model only. Agreement required.
Coverage of last night's fiscal court meeting includes some updates on several ongoing projects, many of those, the majority of those, happening in our parks.
Car wrecks, truck wreck, disability, workers' comp, slip and fall, wrongful death. Your case matters to you. Your case matters to us. Contact McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
Check out the latest in savings on new sets of tires and vehicle maintenance at Conley's, like $150 back on Goodyears, $120 back on Bridgestones, and big deals on Firestone, Hankook, General, and more. All with perfect snap-on balancing, and where they only charge $35 for state-of-the-art computer diagnostics to fix exactly what you need and get you back on the road. On the web at conleytire.net or stop by in Staffordsville. Tomorrow might be the best day of the week. It's Dipper Day at your Salyersville Lee's Famous Recipe. That's right, Thursday's special is our famous Dipper meal with 2 homemade sides and a biscuit for just $5.79. And if you haven't already, be sure to try them dipped in our famous Sweet Wing Barbecue Sauce at your Salyersville Lee's. Also famous for our ice. First, industrial park news before we get to recreation. Deputy Judge Kevin Howard updating the fiscal court on the water project for the industrial park on the Mountain Parkway. The contractor is there working right now. The water tank is being built to supply the water. The pumping station is being built. However, parts needed for the plumbing and other necessities are 24 weeks out. Yeah, a sign of the times, certainly. 24 weeks out for vital parts. And it's like that still for, every day I'm trying to order something and they don't have it in stock. Nevertheless, sorry. Back to the fiscal court meeting. He mentioned 2 more horse shows coming up at the Horse Park. The Masonic Lodge and a Letcher County organization have one in August. In September 17th, the girls' basketball team has one set. Now, as for the recreational parks, the Ramey Park, the poles and the lights for the ball fields, those are on the ground. They have new benches that are going to be installed all throughout the park. Batting cage construction is set to start soon. At the Battlefield Park on Route 7, the playground construction is set to start soon. Restrooms are getting ready to be built very soon at the Bloomington Park. There is also going to be a Veterans Road dedication later on in July that we'll talk about, with, during last night's meeting, a resolution read honoring another local veteran, Private First Class Julian H. Patrick. A bridge on Route 7 to be named at a later time in his honor for his contributions and sacrifices to McGoffin County and to his country, wounded in battle, and then returned to the front lines and killed in action.
Whereas Julian H. Patrick was born April 29, 1921 in McGoffin County, Kentucky. Whereas PFC Patrick enlisted in the United States Army in the early 1940s and after completing his training received orders to do service with Company F, 32nd Armored Regiment, and the unit was assigned to Germany to support the war efforts. PFC Patrick unit was on operation in the Battle of Liege, Belgium, where he was wounded on September 3rd, 1944. He was sent to the hospital in England for recovery. After recovering, he was sent back to his unit on February the 26th, 1945, which was in Germany at that time. Shortly after his return, his unit was engaged in a fierce battle of Cologne in Germany. On March the 6th, 1945, PFC Patrick was killed in action when his tank was hit by an artillery round at the tank duel at Cathedral of Cologne. Commander William C. McKellen, letter to Mrs. Patrick stated, "It has been a privilege to know your late son Julian for almost 3 years. It is with heavy hearts that we write to you at this time, Mrs. Patrick. His death is a great loss to us, deeply felt by members of my command. Julian received a sight wound on September 6, 1944, and left his unit until February 10, 1945, his return from recovery in England. We were glad to have him back with us because of his character, bravery, wit, and all waves a pleasing smile. His 3 bronze stars and Purple Heart are mute evidence of his unselfish sacrifice to help make this world a decent place for the ones he loves so well. Yes, Mrs. Patrick, you must be very proud of the life and deeds of your son Julian, of his part in the victorious war against Nazi domination of the world. Your son, Private First Class Julian H. Patrick, was killed in action on 6 March 1945 in Germany. His body was interred in the American Cemetery in Belgium, and a Protestant chaplain conducted the burial service. Whereas Private First Class Julian H. Patrick was awarded the Purple Heart, 3 Bronze Stars, and many commendations for his service, dedication, and heroism.
And as I said earlier, a dedication in Julian Patrick's honor for that bridge on Route 7 will be made at a later date. However, after that resolution was read, the judge did detail how changes in state laws may slow down these dedications in the future.
I know we was talking prior to the meeting. One of the things that we've learned in the past couple of days is we may have some additional hurdles to jump if we're going to get state routes named after our veterans here in the county. They're saying now it's got to go to the legislature. If that happens, that'll put the brakes on a lot of them. But we'll still be able to do our county roads because they can't tell us what to do.
That's right.
And lastly, remarks from Judge Executive Matt Wireman in regards to gas prices, how the county is trying to deal with it, and an update on the new ambulance service, which we haven't heard a whole lot about since they set up shop here in McGoffin County, but that's a good thing.
One of the things we've done as far as fuel costs, and I've seen that, we're at around $30,000, I think, on diesel fuel this past month. That's going to be hard to handle for the whole year. I don't know where our budget can take it. But one of the things that we've done is we went to a 4-day work week for the guys that want to do it. That's to help them out so they ain't having to commute but 4 days a week. And we've got a lot of them that took us up on it. A couple that didn't. But we're getting job done.
Yeah.
I've noticed other people, other companies shut their trucks off when they're not really in service. I'd suggest that for ours.
Well, that's we're doing that. If they're not, they're reminded of it pretty quick. The last thing, I hadn't made any public announcement because I didn't want to jinx it. I want to make sure it worked out pretty good. But I think our ambulance service so far has been doing well. The only calls that I've got on net care have been accolades and bragging on it. Don't mean there won't be issues because we're in the emergency business and dealing with people in emergencies. But so far, everything went well. It's sure a whole lot better than it was.
I've been out there and I've seen it and I've asked and they said it's just so much different.
It is. It's totally different. The attitudes, the people working. I mean, one of the guys, their family never passed, but they said the people come in, they were compassionate, they were caring, and they were there quickly. I don't know that we've had very many issues where we haven't had an ambulance on the way. That was 15 times a day before.
Now, as I said at the top of the program, a cold front cometh. It's going to be an overnight event, and we'll talk about the chance for any severe storms as we go through your 7-day, which still has more heat in it than not. This frontal system tonight doesn't have a whole lot of juice to it. It is going to spark off some showers, maybe some thunderstorms. Could be some severe weather associated with it, but it's not that strong of a front. So best advice is, as always, keep your eye on the weather. And, before you go to bed, get an update because it's going to be an overnight situation, and it will be gone by tomorrow. Showers and thunderstorms actually aren't likely until after midnight, between midnight and 2 a.m. So kind of a small window, but about a 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms. On average, a quarter to a half inch of rainfall for a lot of folks. Some more if you do get under a storm that could develop. So with that passing front, we'll ease off just a bit tomorrow. It'll feel just a bit more comfortable. 87 degrees, mostly sunny for your Thursday. A light wind out of the west-southwest, 5 to 7. Clear tomorrow night, 67 degrees for your low, and then we set in on the 90s for a few days and through your weekend. And right now, Friday is definitely and can be summed up as sunny and hot. 91 degrees, a very, very tiny bit of air moving out of the southwest, 3 to 6 miles per hour. That night, close to 70 for nighttime lows under mostly clear skies. We'll crank it up a notch or two for your Saturday. 93, sunny and hot and clear that night and a little bit muggy that evening at 73 degrees for nighttime lows. And we're not letting go yet. The heat's going to have a hold of us until at least Sunday. 93 right now expected for the last half of your weekend. 73 for the low. Mostly sunny during the day. Partly cloudy that night, and technically we've got a 20% chance of some showers and storms 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So we'll just roll those over to Monday, where we're expected to fall at least out of the 90s. Still warm. 89, 71 for your high and low Monday. Partly sunny. And a chance of showers and thunderstorms to the tune of 50% Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, every day with some sunny skies, and every day in the upper 80s. That's a pattern or a trend. So that will wrap it up for this Wednesday. For the show, at least, I'm actually out the door to catch up with the young man who's been sitting roadside and otherwise selling bracelets to raise money for the families of the fallen officers. And we had a wonderful feature on him in the paper, and tonight will be my first time to get to sit down with this young man if things go as planned. So that's where I am off to, because I believe he is up on the Parkway for a short time or for some time this evening. So we'll see that on tomorrow night's show, and I hope to see you then. For now, enjoy the rest of your evening, and thank you